This is probably gonna be the last time you ever see this room or setup ever again, because we just bought a house. So I'm gonna take you guys on the journey with me of moving all this stuff, putting it in the new room so you can see what the process of building up a project studio looks like. Well, I apologize because the studio is pretty much done and I almost documented like none of it and explained none of it. Life got a little bit crazy and I just had to kind of like get this thing poofed up so I can start working and start generating income to be able to pay for this place, this new house that we got. I have a little bit of stuff that you probably either saw already or that you might see now with B-roll. So I'm here at the new house. This is where the studio is going to be. We're currently doing renovations and getting everything set up. So I'm going to show y'all kind of what's been going on. Let's go on. So this is the inside of the house. We've got the wife and the little Beppies over here. She's hiding. This is the good man Jimmy, who's been working on the projects today.
So I'm in the movie?
Oh yeah, you're in the movie. You're in the movie. Yeah. So today they're working on this, the kitchen and the doggy door, getting rid of this monstrosity. So this is the studio room. They tore out the closets. Right now they patched up the hole with some drywall. This windowsill was sticking out, so they just made this flush. They're gonna sand that, do all the stuff. New baseboards, new carpet, wood accent wall back there. Molding came off, they can repair the molding. Yeah, this is it. We are underway. Demo is pretty much done in here and it looks like they're gonna be doing all of the fun stuff next. We closed in the house in November. I filmed the bit at the other place a little bit afterwards before we actually like moved out. So I was still in the old apartment and then we basically moved in barely right before Christmas. And now we passed all through January and I'm filming this on like February 6th, I think. So if you're watching this, you're probably gonna be like, dang, this came out in September 2024. No, I'm just kidding. God, I hope it's not gonna be that late. But yeah, this is pretty much done. There's a lot of treatment in here. I haven't done any REQ, room measurement stuff. I actually have to get a new measurement mic because I don't have one anymore. So I can actually take proper measurements of this room, but based on how it feels and how it sounds so far with the things I've recorded, things I've mixed in here, because I have had to crank out a good number of things already. It feels nice. The low end actually feels nice in this room. And these Amphions, I'm realizing they have a lot more low end in them than I had realized before. Like I can actually feel, you know, subs in my chest in certain things. And I don't mix that loud. I'm just getting good even response across the low end frequency spectrum pretty decently. Now I'll probably do a room EQ, REQ wizard measurement and then find out that this room is absolute dog water. I don't know. But now we have like this whole back wall again where this camera is behind, a completely treated cloud all the way across the ceiling. I need to do a little bit on the second half. All the reflection points have been treated. The only thing that's not treated is that back wall, but the way that I have the speakers placed, I've basically minimized SBIR, which is speaker boundary interference response, if you know what that is. This room, as you probably saw in the demo stage, like it went from that to this. So I guess without further ado, I'll take you guys through a little walkthrough of this place and just show you around of what is new, what's changed, how my workflow is going to be and all that. So yeah. So to start the tour, we walk in and well, this is what we got. We got a whole cloud up there. We got them GIK soffit traps in the corners. Here going floor to ceiling. We got some 6-inch boards with some air gap on the sides here. I'm still not sure how I'm going to treat this window area, but for now I have this done floor to ceiling with the diffuser on the bottom because I don't really know exactly where I'm going to put this guy. I want to get one more diffuser just like this and maybe do one from, you know, side to side. This is that shelf that y'all probably already knew about with the Audioscape V-Comp, which is incredible, this summing mixer, which is cool, and I need to fill up all these empty spaces. I was happy with this preamp, the Cappy preamp, which is incredible. If you've ever used a Cappy preamp, you know. Yeah, this is the back wall. We got the floor to ceiling diffuser corner traps back there. Whole back wall is treated, except for, I guess, this corner and whatever the heck this little 6-inch top is, but we'll deal with that another time. But yeah, these stands here, I am going to be going Atmos hopefully soon, God willing. I'm gonna have to put stands where this little guy is and where this is, so there's still stuff to be done here, but you know, the main workstation, this whole little area right here is pretty much set. Now you're gonna hate me for this, my cable management right now, oh, terrible. Gosh, this makes me sick. Yeah, I know someone's gonna crucify me. Yeah, I know my cable management is terrible right now. I just had to slap it together to start working, so eventually, hopefully soon, I'll be able to take care of all that and have a nice, clean, you know, system to that. And also the other reason is because I want to have, you know, a little side cart that goes underneath the desk that's just gonna have my non-essentials that I don't really need to access. So it'll let me free up the space in the rack. So if I go and take it over here and show this, I plan to basically move all of this to a little side cart down here that just sits under my feet. That way the power amp is there because I don't need to, you know, be touching this all the time. I don't need to be accessing this interface all the time once I get, you know, a monitor controller. And I mean, honestly, same thing with the patch bay. I mean, I could keep the patch bay up here, but I'd rather just have the center point for all connections of cables. It'd be just great to be right here in the middle, and they make, you know, good rack unit sidecars that'll just sit right there. And then once I have the middle center channel, it'll kind of just go right here in the middle. That's what this little space is for. So I'll have my midfield channel, my left and right, the side right, side left here. I can just move this guy, you know, a little bit to the left or to the right, depending on what I need to do. Got that there. So I'll be able to run a 7.1 system. I also got this nifty little keyboard tray light. Well, it's not necessarily a keyboard tray light, it's just an LED light that it's USB powered. So I actually have like a little cable that's like running back there and then connecting to the back of the Mac Studio there. And so when the computer turns on, it turns on. When the computer turns off, it turns off, which is perfect for me being able to use this. Shout out to my buddy Chris, who literally gave me this free space gray keyboard because I just had the regular boring white one. It's so expensive to buy these. Obviously, you have Logic, and those are tones. Those are all guitar tones. So don't be like, why do you have so much plugins on his channels? They're guitar tones, bro. So, yep, the Avid S3 is incredible. I love this thing. This is one of those things that has made me a better mixer just because I can add touch and feel into it. And as some of you probably know, I mix live sound also. So doing that, you know, multiple times a week at, you know, the church and various other things, being able to bring that here and have that tactile feel has just been like, yes, it's been so much fun. I automate everything like crazy and I just perform my mixes like instruments now. So that's super integral part of the system, of the studio, the Avid S3. Incredible, love it. And over here we got, believe it or not, a guitar stand, which I've never owned a guitar stand in my entire, I've been playing guitar since, I don't know how long I've been playing. I've been playing since 7th grade and I'm now 27, however long that is. But yeah, I have all these guitars that are amazing. Look at this telly. I wish there was a light on it. You'd be able to tell how beautiful it is, but I never had a guitar stand. So in all of my other studios, these guitars just be like, there'd be one in that corner, there'd be one in that corner, there'd be one in, obviously not this corner because this is the new studio, but You know, in my old studios, they would be in the various corners. It'd be like one maybe tucked next to that bass trap or something. So my buddy actually gave me this guitar stand for free. He was like, hey, I'm moving to Seattle. You want this guitar stand? And I'm like, yeah, bro. So yeah, I got this guitar stand, which all you people can make fun of me for not having one I've been doing audio for 10 years now, so at least that long. But yes, sir, that is pretty much it. That's the studio for now. So big picture things, this is actually a temporary space. Eventually we want to change the garage and make the garage a dedicated, fully soundproof, you know, do it the right way space, or do it the right way with how much I'd probably have at that time, but it's gonna be a good amount of money to be able to do that. This is not soundproofed at all. These are stock drywall walls with probably there's probably not even any insulation in this wall. My daughter's bedroom is on the other side. There's like no insulation. These doors are absolute booty cheese. There's a window right here. So this is not soundproof by any means, but in terms of the sound in the room, so far it sounds good. I have more room here in this room than the other room. It's definitely a lot more spacious, which is incredible because I've been literally mixing in a box, not to be confused with mixing in the box, because I mix hybrid. Don't get me confused with them in the box mix. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. Totally joking. But honestly, on that note, I did pick up the Stam 33609. There's a little bit of a backstory on that. So when that video comes out, which there will be a video, because now that I've been able to use it, bruh, it was worth the wait. That thing is so good. So good. But that's gonna be another video. That's honestly the only real new gear edition that I paid for like 2 years ago. So it doesn't really feel new, but it's new. It's just kind of like, it came around Christmas and it's like, oh wow, look, Christmas present it's here now. I'm gonna enjoy it now, you know? But so far this space has been nice to be able to, you know, it's been really inspiring to be able to have people in here and start working again and really crack down on mixing. And it's cool to have these monitors that I already know really well almost have a better, it almost feels like there's a sub in here in a good way, to where, you know, all the treatment is just eating up those nulls, and I optimize my listening position and eating up any type of standing waves that are generated, allowing the response to be consistent and even. I transformed this room. I took apart the apartment room and set this one up. It was a quick turnaround because I had to get going and I had to get work. I was like hiring contractors to do this, do this, do this. I was working my butt off. I was stressed out, but we're here. You know, it's a blessing and it's a gift. So, I mean, the whole point of this video initially was kind of like to show the process of what it looks like to move from one space to another and how to, you know, get things to be better from there. But I can't really do that because I was just so terrible about documenting the whole thing. Again, I apologize for that. Life actually was just insane, and it still is. I had to really fight to like even record this now. And you probably have already watched all the stuff I edited and you're like, oh wow, it was great. Or you're like, nah, this was mid. But I honestly don't even remember what I filmed, aside from some of the demo stuff that was going on here, the demolition. The other thing actually is the living room that's out there that you probably saw in the footage of like the house and the demolition stuff. That's gonna be for the meantime, the live room for the drums. Now, my wife definitely wasn't all that happy about that initially, and my parents are just kind of like, and family members, just like, you're gonna put drums there? It's gonna look so ugly. And it's like, no, it's gonna look nice. Okay, bro, it's gonna look nice. It's not gonna just be some random Joe Schmo. We gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. And I mean, with the vaulted ceilings and the open space, like, these sounds are gonna be incredible. They're gonna be so dang good. So I'm really excited for that. Since we have an attic above the garage, I'm thinking of opening up that attic and making it a second room and making one of those, either the bottom would probably be the live room, the top be like the mixed control room. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's a lot of space to be able to convert. Now this is all down the road. Like, unless God just sends me money to be able to do this, we're gonna be here for a while. But this is it's all part of a bigger plan. And yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy, you know, the space that I have now. And I am enjoying it, and I'm really thankful for it. If you have any questions about how to like move certain things in your studio to a new spot, or how to optimize your studio and all that, just, you know, let me know. I'm not like the grand arbiter of, you know, you shall do this for studio and, you know, stuff. I've learned from a lot of people much more experienced in it than this and me, but, you know, whatever questions you may have, I'll see to the best of my ability and capacity to be able to answer them, and hopefully help some of y'all, and hopefully that this video maybe inspires somebody to like maybe even go harder with audio or really produce, because I'm doing this, all this stuff and the video work that you probably know that I do full time, doing it completely full time, and I'm starting to work on a lot cooler projects for, you know, audio stuff more consistently, so that's been really, really fun. And it's a blessing to be able to do this full time and have a space that's dedicated for this. So I hope this can be some type of inspiration outside of it just being like, hey, look at my space. You know, it's more of like, this is what can be accomplished, you know, at this stage in life. Like, I'm 27 years old, got married with a baby, and somehow making music and screwing with knobs is allowing me to exist. So I hope this helps you in some way. Let me know what's up. Peace out.